Okay, so today here we are in Yeso Dolito because we are participating to the Venezia in Musica, the 8th edition, and it's my pleasure today to be with one of my very good friend, John Helgen, one composer of our Porfiri and Horváth publishers, and a wonderful pianist and composer of, we can say your style is jazz choral music.
Yes.
Jazz choral music. Okay, so can you say something about your background?
Well, I've lived in America my entire life, and I've been I started playing the piano when I was a little boy, and have played in the church for my entire life. And so I'm a Lutheran. I know a lot of the hymns from the Lutheran tradition, but also music from all different religious traditions. And I've always enjoyed improvising and making up new harmonizations and arrangements of hymns.
And when you study music, you have also a classical training?
Yes, I attended a college at St. Olaf College in Minnesota, where I played the piano, I studied the organ, I played in the band, sang in the choir. So I have a kind of a broad experience with that, and I had a major in theory and composition of music.
If you can explain to the people that is watching us, what is the difference between playing classical tune and the same tune with a jazz approach? What is it? The rhythm, what?
Well, the rhythm, yes. You could use jazz rhythms, swing rhythms to change the style of a hymn, and particularly the harmony would be maybe a different harmonization of the hymn, maybe using jazz chords, jazz chord progressions.
Okay, so probably can we make an example? Can you play the first bar of Amazing Grace, for example, in the classical way, and then show how it's possible to change it with the jazz harmony and rhythm?
Sure.
Very nice. So can you tell us, when you have changed harmony and rhythm, what is exactly the process? What you have done?
Well, if you improvise, you know that sometimes these ideas come to you right before you do them, but there is changes in the harmony and the chords, and often, I guess a way of explaining that would be saying that there are often substitutions in the bass notes that give you different harmonies, and also through the use of what we call secondary dominants in the harmony. We have new chords that we can use to harmonize the melody. For example, that's the straight harmony with the F chord. And with maybe passing tones where the bass is moving. Similar to classical harmony, but also just to elaborate on the possible harmonic changes, you have more possibilities.
And we know that your country obviously is the leading country in this kind of music. But you have also what you think are the best tendencies on jazz choral music or gospel choral music out of United States? Do you know some other composer that?
I have some familiarity with that, although, to be honest, I'm not so sure. There's one fellow that comes to mind who is actually a Swedish musician, a pastor, who has written some pieces in a Latin style, a samba style. I have an arrangement out of one of his pieces, and it's called You Are Holy. His name is Per Harling. I don't know him personally, but I just know of him. He's one that comes to mind when you ask me.
And in your opinion, what is the best jazz choral arranger? What are the arrangements of music in the jazz style that you think are the best?
Are you talking about sacred music now in jazz?
Sacred music.
Yeah. Well, you're putting me on the spot a little bit here. I'm trying to think of some of the American arrangers that I know. I'm glad you're going to edit this. Let's see.
For example, we were talking Moses Hogan.
Moses Hogan, oh yeah, he's a tremendous. When you say jazz, you're also talking about spirituals and gospel music, African American spirituals. Moses Hogan, Andre Thomas is another one.
But when you consider an arrangement good, what are the characteristics that have to be there?
Well, I think for me, in choral music, it still always has to be singable. It has to have good vocal lines. It has to be in the proper ranges for the voices, and it has to have good, what we call good voice leading, so that the parts, even to make complicated harmonies, are not having to do vocal lines that are too difficult. And also then within that, creative harmonies and creative use of the accompanying sections. For example, the sopranos singing the melody, but the other sections doing something that is rhythmic and different from the melody to set the pace, the rhythmic style of the piece. If we're talking about a cappella pieces, and I think you are. Of course, if you have a piano, you can use the piano to set the rhythmic style of the piece.
Okay, I want you to make us another example. So we take, for example, another very popular melody that is Green Sleeves, that also is sung in many churches with the text, "What child is this?" or many other. And can you show us the sort of classical rendition and then add your gospel, jazz, or funky flavor?
Okay, sure. Because I changed keys there.
No problem. Thank you very much. It was very, very delicate.